Yo, it's your boy E back at it with another video. Today I want to talk about being selfish, right? And why do I want to speak on being selfish? Because you have to put you first. I'm not speaking in terms of like being selfish to where you're not considerate of the world around you in your decisions. I'm speaking as in you considered all things that are morally set for life, and trying to abide by the moral sense of what's happening around you, or what feels correct that should be done in life. And you assess all that, and you're just like, okay, how can I go about living my life in the most morally just way that I can, that works for me, right? And I want to talk about that because, man, it's so important. Like, it's so important. Just to start, like, people don't be thinking of themselves. They don't be thinking of like, this is my life, right? And this is like a deep topic in a sense, because like we're made from other people, so we're those people too in genetics, but at the same time we're our own person. And I was thinking, like, man, it's crazy how some parents force their agenda on their kids and making them want to be just like them, or their parents are living through them vicariously, and trying to have their dreams filled through their kids. But it's crazy, but at the same time it makes sense, because we are our parents' offspring. We're the future them. Basically, humans are designed to replicate themselves throughout life, and this, that, and the third. That's just science. That's just what it is, right? So it makes sense as to why they would do that, but in a more I don't know how to word this. Spiritual, I would say. Excuse me. In a more spiritual way, we're our own being. We're our own version of ourselves, if that makes sense, right? Because I don't know if anyone else feels like this. Like you can be born into this family, right, that has this whole tradition and has their way set of life, and then you come in, kind of different, right? Like me personally, like I know it's like my family has like a set thing they like to do, set things they like to do, and I'm kind of like the first person like to be in this space I'm in terms of like stuff I'm doing. Like I'm looking into like holistic medicine, just and what that is stuff that's not really mainstream, stuff less, like this RT23. Like nobody really talks about that kind of stuff. I had to find it out on my own, and but like it really is not their fault in a sense, and no one's at fault. Like it's just timing, right? Like you're in your environment at a certain time, which causes certain things to be a part of your life. So in my mom's instance, she's an older woman, of course. she was in a different time, right? She didn't really have like computers growing up, right? But now she has computers in the current age. She knows how to use computers. She's not like that. Not like, like super old, but she didn't have computers when she grew up, right? And now she's getting accustomed to everything, and she can do work on a computer as needed, But myself, like, I grew up in an age where it's more computers. I grew up with the PlayStation, the Game Boy, and all those are not like typing computers. People who made those things, it's basically a computer, a simple computer, if you want to think about it like that. But it's just more of my time, and from there, I'm able to see more opportunities in terms of like stuff I want to try. Like my mom's doing computer stuff now, and I'm about to do computer stuff, but those are two different types of computer stuff. Like, she's not really doing advertising for people on there. She's like doing like data entry, stuff like that, which is cool. But me personally, like, I want to do like advertisements, YouTube, stuff of that nature, right? So it's just two different times. But back to the whole tradition thing. She has her own set of beliefs based on what she grew up on, and I have my own set of beliefs. Excuse me. Based on the stuff I'm learning and putting in my life, right? And it just makes us different. Like, I may be from her, I may have come from her, but at the same time, I'm still my own person. And I still have to find my way of life, because at the end of the day, not everyone that you grew up with or grew up loving, is going to be there forever, right? Like, parents are meant to, go on, right? And eventually it's going to happen. To all of us, are all meant to go on. We're not all here to be here forever. So while we're here, we have to treat our lives as our lives, right? Like, you really have to hone in and say, like, what do I want to do with my life? Even though you came from your parents, you are a separate individual. You are a separate individual from your parents, right? You may have things that cause you to act like them a little bit, stuff like that, but at the same time, you're your own individual. You can make your own reasoning, right? And it's just very important. You're just gonna feel so much fulfilled. It's going to feel much more fulfilling when you're living up to your standards. You're living up to the way you want to go, right? See, me personally, like, always had an issue of like trying to fit in, where like I knew I didn't want to be there. Like, I wanted to try to fit in, but at the same time, like, I had other interests that like I really wanted to pursue, but being that that wasn't considered cool, or that wasn't the in demand thing at the time, it just caused a disconnect, and from there it really like pushed me back. It really did push me back from stuff I could have attained in life if I had known to follow my own passions and stop trying to live up to everybody's standards, right? Man, so if it's one thing from this video that I want you to take away, is just live for you, because nobody else is going to do it for you. Everybody else is going to push their opinions upon you and say you do this and that, but at the end of the day, it's all of you. It's all of you, bro. You may be living with your parents, all this and all that. You may be depending on family right now. It is what it is, but at the end of the day, that stuff's going to fade. That stuff is really going to fade. It's just going to be you. And once you discover that, it's amazing. It's just like it's a release. It releases you from this cage of life that people may be trying to put on you, right? I never really had a strict parent or parents. Um, you know, like my mom is pretty open to a lot of stuff that I've been trying, but definitely she's been a mom, telling me, stuff from her opinion, which I respect, because that's the way she grew up. I take her information and I try to apply it to myself and how I want to live and everything of that nature. But it's stuff that I know that she doesn't know about, right? So it's just different. It's just different. So, you know, have people in your life as much as possible, but always know that you have to be selfish with yourself. Be selfish with your interests, your time, because it's valuable to you. This is your life, and make it count. I know that sounded like a like a commercial or something like that, but nah, for real. Really take it seriously. Take it one day at a time, and just find yourself and there value that. But anyways, I appreciate you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, click the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload, and with that, I'll catch you all in the next one.